Gen Con sent me a survey, and this is the survey, except the first screen was tell us your real name and give us an email address, and then question 1 is tell us your real name, your real address, and an email address. So you don't get to see that. But starting here at question 2, this is, again, for Gen Con. They send out this survey after Gen Con to find out, what kind of people attended the con, what they're looking for, stuff like that. I haven't read any of the questions except question 1 and 2 so far. Actually, question 1, because I'm just now reading question 2. What types of games do you play regularly, once a month or more? Paper-based role-playing games? Not now, but I used to play board games and trading card games. Non-collectible card games, yes. Computer games for sure. Console games for sure. Handheld video games for sure. And party games. Oh, yeah. Well, I go to parties, and apparently I do them often enough. I'll just say that. Gender. Uh-oh, this is a secret. Nobody can know that I'm a male. Age. You all probably know my age. I fall within this decade range. How many years of education have you completed? Oh, I've almost technically completed a postgraduate degree. I've completed this... I'm going to put that anyway. I haven't technically graduated, but all the classes are done, so I'm going to count. What is your household's annual income before taxes? I don't actually know. I'm going to click the middle one. It's close to the middle. Are you married? Unfortunately, not. Do you have children? No. Wow, I get to skip all kinds of questions. Let's see what I'm skipping. Does my spouse accompany me to Gen Con? One would hope, and one would hope that she's a gamer. Are you or your spouse aware of the Spouse Activities Program? I am actually not. Alright, if I had children, they would be probably somewhere in this age range. Did you bring your children to Gen Con? I would hope so. If so, and they are able, please have them fill out a survey. Well, yeah, if they're old enough. If you brought your children to Gen Con, did you do the following? I visited myself. I walked by the Family Fun Pavilion. If Training Grounds is the area where they had the kids beating on each other with the padded weapons, then yeah, I saw that. I saw the exhibitor booths. Are you aware of Family Fun Day? No. Did you or your family participate? No. Okay. Question 16. How did you hear about Gen Con? Let's see. How did I hear about Gen Con? Certainly wasn't any of those. I'm going to say friends and family. I know all kinds of people who go to Gen Con. I've known about Gen Con for over 10 years now. I just never been able to go. When did you arrive? I arrived on Thursday, technically before 4 p.m. When did you leave the show? Sunday before 4 p.m. When did you purchase a 4-day badge? Yes, I did. If yes, how many days did you attend? 4. I entered the convention center on Sunday. We were there for an hour, I believe. Just over an hour. We parked, and our parking was, I think, like an hour and 20 minutes. That's unfortunately all I could do on Sunday. We spent the rest of the day packing up and driving. If you purchased a 1-day badge, I didn't. Did you visit the exhibit hall? Yes, that's where I spent almost the entire Gen Con. Approximately how much money did you spend in the exhibit hall? A lot. Let's see. Cash money plus credit card money. I think I'm about in between, somewhere from $200 to $300 some dollars. I'm going to put $301. Because I put some stuff, I took $300 with me in cash. Some cash was spent on food, some cash was spent on parking, some cash was spent in the dealer hall, and then a couple purchases, major purchases at that, I used my my debit card for them. So I definitely spent a bit of money. How would you rate this year's convention overall? I was very satisfied with the convention. I liked it. What was your primary reason for attending Gen Con? I am a nerd. In fact, I'm going to put that. Alright, gaming events. I went to game, but I actually didn't do any official events. I only did events that people that I knew were hosting kind of as pickup games. I didn't attend any seminars. I really didn't do very much while I was at Gen Con. And I even said the next time I go, now that I know, I spent the entire time in the dealer hall, probably didn't even see all of the dealers that were there. Got to do a lot of fun stuff in the dealer hall. I mean, I played some demos. I talked to a lot of people. Got Monty Cook to sign some stuff. cool stuff. But I need to do. I decided the next time I go, I'm gonna spend at least one whole day just gaming, just buying game tickets, doing demos, going to seminars, stuff like that. Writer Symposium, anime, family fun, opportunity to demo, compete, socialize, trade, True Dungeon. True Dungeon is another thing that I really want to do. But no, other. I am a nerd. Gen Con is my mecca. Alright. Of all the items below you participated in, which one was your favorite? Well, of all the ones that I participated in, the exhibit hall. Because that's pretty much all I did. Oh, you know what? Pick up and play area. That was my favorite. I loved the games that I got to play. How did you register? I registered on the web. How did you search for the events you wanted to attend? I'm going to say the mobile app because we did have a mobile app. The other people in my group, one of the guys, he had bought tickets for all kinds of events, like the entire Gen Con. We got to see him. It's like, oh, we need to go at 10 o'clock in the morning because we got to drop him off. He's got games scheduled up through 11 o'clock at night. He did what I'm going to do the next time. The program book, by far. I used the program book personally. My other friend, my DM, used the Gen Con mobile application. The other guy used the registration system, so I'm going to put those. Yep. How and when did you register for events? I did not, but I'm going to say a friend purchased tickets for me on site. Let's see, on site at event registration in the registration area. That's actually what I was thinking. Online during pre-registration. All right, that's good. If you registered for an event on the web, how would you rate Ruby, our online event registration? I can't because I don't want to. Why is it? I was watching a blooper reel earlier today from that guy with the glasses. Why is it that when people mess up speaking, they always do that? They always go off on this weird making sounds and blah, 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 blah kind of stuff. I don't know. When do you like to attend events such as games, films, dance? I love all of the well, not early bird actually. I like all that. I don't do overnights so much because I want to sleep. But definitely I did stuff all of these times. Do you participate in any Wednesday events? No, I did not arrive until Thursday. Did you run any events? No. But I would in the future. In fact, there's 2 conventions coming up in Erie, and I'm thinking about running an event at one or the other of them. One of them is coming up like in 2 weeks. I don't think I can put together what I want to in that time, but I might be able to. Unfortunately, that con's entire info, it consists of one message board post on Board Game Geeks, and then they have a Facebook group. And I cannot access the Facebook group because I do not do Facebook. And so, I'm not too interested in running an event for a convention that, 1, can't put together its own website, and 2, tells you, oh, go to Facebook as the official means of communication. The other event, however, is an anime convention, but they have a game room where most of it's going to be video games, but I can run a Legend of the Five Rings game. And I mean, in and of itself, it's not anime, but it's all Japanese flavored, and I think people would find that fun. How many Gen Con events did you attend? This many, I'm going to say. Did you use the event charts? Yes, I did. That's right. The couple things that I did do, it was through the program book, which, like I mentioned, maybe I didn't mention that in the video. When I go to a pharmacy convention, they give you a program book, and there's a bunch of stuff in that program book, and it all happens at the same time, so you don't have a prayer of doing everything you wanted, because they're invariably going to schedule 4 things you want to go to all at the exact same time. So you got to pick and choose. This book was like, Gen Con is like a phone book, and I don't even mean it's like all that thick. It's a pretty thick book. But what I mean is when you open it up, there is just this 6-point font crammed from top to bottom of the page. And a given hour, if you open up the book to like Thursday at 6 p.m., there's like 2 and 3 pages of events all happening just at 6 p.m. And then you turn the page and it's got 6:30 and there's another page of events at 6:30. It's insane how much stuff is going on at Gen Con. It's bigger than even the biggest pharmacy convention I went to. Which of these special programs did you attend? I looked at the art show. I looked at the puzzle hunt. They had all these little things around Gen Con, and it was Alice in Wonderland themed, and there were these just posters that were sitting out in the hallways and stuff, and they had puzzles on them. I didn't do the auction. I did the game library. That's technically Roving Entertainment. Those are the people that were standing in the hallways doing stuff, I believe. All right, so there we go. If you can only attend one of the following next year, which of these special programs would you choose? Oh, True Dungeon. Yep. Do you plan on attending next year? Please list why not in additional comments. Okay. No, please. Okay. I'm going to put not sure. But the only reason I wouldn't be attending is, one, I'm going to be graduating pharmacy school. So I'm going to be getting a license and either going to start a residency or starting a job. Problem is, those jobs start in July and August. So I don't think they're going to give me vacation days, 3 weeks into the job. I might get vacation days 3 weeks into the job. Like, it might be actually, credited on my account, but nobody's going to actually give me the day off. So I would love to attend next year, but I find it unlikely. Did you purchase any Gen Con branded merchandise at the show? No. They had plenty of stuff. If you saw the front picture on the Gen Con program, that was available as like a t-shirt. I didn't like the art style very much, so I didn't buy it. They did have a couple other Gen Con shirts that were cool, but I specifically wanted a dragon shirt, and that's what I bought. So, skip to 41. Okay. So, regarding the program book, it was very useful. I found it incredibly useful. How did you primarily use the event charts? It was technically my primary method of finding events. But also browsing to fill in schedule, I suppose. Which of the following is important to you when viewing the events chart? Click all that apply. Well, why is it important for a sold out event to be listed? No. Scan for gaming system, scan for special events, cost, and location. Those would probably be the things. Cost and location were definitely there. Because some events are free, some require money, but technically you don't pay them. You don't hand them $2 and walk in the room. You have to buy a ticket called a generic event ticket, and they cost $2 or $4, I believe. And you can only buy those at certain places. So you'd have to go and buy the ticket and then come back. It's like being at an amusement park where they use tickets, like the one here in Erie does. You can't just walk up and hand the guy money and get on the ride. You have to go find the ticket booth, buy some tickets, then go back and hand the guy tickets to get on the ride. And so that's important. Now, if there's free rides, then you don't have to go worry about going and getting tickets. You can just go right in. What other conventions? Unfortunately, none of the above. I want to go to PAX, Dragon Con. Those would be cool. Origins would be nice, but I won't be anywhere near Origins. Do you belong to any gaming groups? I'm an RPGA member. I have a local gaming group. I have an online gaming group. Yep, all of the above. Were you aware that Gen Con has a mobile application? Yes, we downloaded it on an Apple device. I did not download it, but my DM did, so I'm going to count it. Do you own a smartphone or other device? Yeah, I own an Android tablet. Wonderful. Have you visited? Yes. If you have visited, I am dissatisfied with the ease of navigation on the Gen Con website. 1. Gen Con is held at the Indianapolis Convention Center. How quickly can you find the address of the Indianapolis Convention Center on GenCon.com? It's answered in hours, not in seconds, like it should be. We were trying to find the address of the convention center and could not find it on Gen Con's website. Nor is the link to the convention center particularly easy to get to on Gen Con's website. The amount of information, there was plenty of information. The timeliness of information, yeah, you guys put out information as soon as possible. The aesthetics, I think your website looks like crap. I'll give you that one. Have you visited Gen Con Reg? I'm pretty sure I did, but I'm going to say no because I don't want to answer all of these questions. That might have been where I registered for my online ticket. I don't know. I honestly don't remember because I bought my ticket months ago. Do you use the Gen Con forums? No. I did look at the forums once, but it's not like I was using them. Someone was just pointing out for our pickup games that the third floor of the Hyatt Hotel, which for years had been used for free play, was not available. Gen Con did not rent the third floor of the Hyatt, and so we had to go find another place to play. Do you follow? No, I don't. What Indianapolis establishments do you frequent outside of Gen Con? P.F. Chang's. Steak and Shake. What else did we patronize? That was pretty much it. Yep, Subway in the Hyatt. How far are you willing to walk from the convention center to get a meal or a drink? I, personally, am willing to walk 4 blocks. I think I walked up to 6 blocks, actually, but I'm usually willing to walk 4. What online publications or websites do you read, browse frequently? You honestly don't want to know. I'm going to tell you the Journal of the American Medical Association, the Journal of the American Pharmacists Association, no, not the American Pharmacists Association, I'm sorry, Journal of, what was... AJHP, the American Journal. Okay, I'm getting the name wrong. American Journal of Health System Pharmacy. FARC. Cracked. YouTube. There we go. Good enough. Alright. Nope, hit the wrong button. There we go. Did you stay in a hotel? Yes. If you stayed in a hotel, did you make your reservation? No. If you made... No. Where were you? Okay, I was at an airport or other outlying hotel. If you plan to attend, do you intend to book a room? No, I prefer to switch to a downtown hotel connected to the convention center via Skywalk. No parking. No walking outside. No having to drive to the convention center. Definitely want to be in a hotel right at the convention center. What type of room would you prefer? A room with 1 bed. I would prefer a suite. The penthouse, if possible. If you prefer a suite or a room with a pull-out sofa, how much more are you willing to spend per night? I don't. We actually had cots in our room, but luckily I got to sleep on a bed. So I got a bed, and then the other guy got the other bed, and then the other 2 guys slept on cots. One of those guys was in the military, so it wasn't a big deal. If you didn't reserve your room, why not? I prefer to stay at a hotel. I found a less expensive hotel. That's pretty much it. We found a less expensive hotel. How did you travel? Planes, trains, or automobiles? Automobiles. If you traveled by automobile, please select one or more of the following that apply to you. 3 or 4 other attendees traveled in the vehicle with me. If you traveled by automobile, what was the vehicle parked? At your downtown hotel parking? No. At a private public lot within walking distance of the hotel. How far in advance do you usually book your hotel? I have no clue how far we booked our hotel. I'm going to say 1 and 2 months, but I have no clue. How far in advance do you prefer to book your flight to Gen Con? I don't fly to Gen Con, but I would usually book it 15, 30 days ahead of time. Are you familiar with Gen Con's Travel Support Center? No. If you did not book any services through the travel, we'd like to understand the reason to improve. Please be the commenting. Let's see. Options. I had already made. Let's see. If you did not, I'm gonna say we already had our stuff done. Do you intend to research hotel and flight availability? I'm gonna say sure, because there I'll actually have to fly from somewhere to Indianapolis. Do you intend to support Gen Con by using the Gen Con Travel Support Center to book any personal... No. Additional comments? No, unfortunately. So, that'll be the end of that, and this puts me in a drawing to win something. I'll let you know if I win. Until then, true believers, bye-bye.